Welcome back to Donuts in Space and part 8 of the Kazon Fighter build. Essentially the kit is finished. I'm not doing any more work to it, to be honest, because it's just, you know, this kit is just driving me mad, if I'm to be honest with you. I mean, it's basically fought me all the way, this kit, and I think a lot of people that have built this ship as well have found that it kind of fought them as well, mainly because the parts are real fitting. The molds for this kit, the way that they were designed, were terrible. Yeah, I mean, it's just been a horrible experience, and then you compound that by putting lights into it as well, and then that makes it even worse. And you do start to lose your insanity with a kit that was really, back in the 90s, never ever designed with the thought of putting any lights in it. So yeah, it has actually literally fought me all the way, and it's very rare that I get to the point where I'm fed up with a kit, but with this one I am well and truly fed up. I've done the weathering on it. I haven't actually filmed the progress on that, really, mainly because I didn't know what the hell I was doing with weathering. I've never done it before. I basically used the Tamiya flat black and then added a reasonable amount of thinners in there to thin it right down. What I didn't realise at the time, and if I'd have known, I would have actually done it slightly differently, but basically the thinners in the paint actually softened up the gloss clear coat that I had on there, which again was a Tamiya gloss clear coat, and it just softened that layer up, and it actually really badly stained the panels underneath, so you couldn't really get rid of the black properly. So what I ended up doing was respraying it with a really light mist coat of the primary colour to bring it back to a reasonable hue, I guess you could say. Yeah, I mean, as I say, that was my first time weathering. Next time I'll just get the weathering kind of pigments and you know, the accent panel line paints as well that Tamiya do, which hopefully won't react to their own paints and cause the kind of issues that I've had. I don't know, I've never worked with the stuff, but I will buy some and work on it from there and see what happens. But yeah, I mean, am I pleased with it? Yes and no, really, to be fair. It's the first time that I've done weathering, so I've got to give myself a break on that one. Do I like the actual outcome of it? Some areas look good, but on the whole, no, I'm not really 100% happy with it. But then I think that's because of all the troubles that I've had with this kit has kind of turned me off of it. Even though it is a good looking kit and I like it, it's just all the problems and the fact that you're constantly fighting fires with it, and it does just tend to sort of wear you down after a while, to be fair. I mean, yeah, I had to get back to it to finish it off, rather than just leaving it in a box and not doing anything with it. I didn't want to do that, to be fair, because if, in my own personal opinion, I think the moment that you actually put a kit down because it's causing you too many problems, you're then going to find it easier in the future to do exactly the same thing, and then before you know it, you're going to have a pile of half-finished kits that are good to, or no good to man nor beast, really, to be fair. So I kind of ploughed on through it to get it done. As I say, I've got to give myself a break for the first time in doing weathering, but I'm not entirely happy with it. As I say, there are parts on it that I like, you know, so yeah, it's caused a learning curve for me, to be fair. If we just take a quick look, I think you'll see what I mean, really. But yeah, if you just look down the side there, you can see the weathering there, and then if we look on the other side, you'll see the same. I mean, this is one area where I'm not really happy with, where it's just the paint is stained underneath, and I didn't want to start spraying too much of the primary colour down, otherwise I think I'd lose quite a lot of stuff on it. And that's where, or sorry, that's how it's looking on the underside. So the only thing that's really left for this kit now is to get the stand painted for it, or get the base painted for it, get the pole painted, and put all the electrics in the base, and then wire up the ship to the base. And well, yeah, I mean, all the power stuff needs to be run through the base as well. And that's about it really, and that shouldn't take too long because it's only a small base, it's only this big. And yes, I've already checked it, and the ship is very stable even though it's a small base. So the only thing that I need to do with that now is just clear gloss coat that, and I will be using the automotive spray paint. I mean, this is what I got, 3 cans for £10, I think it is, which at the moment, with the current economy that we've got in the UK, and the fact that the Muppets that we've got in charge don't know what the hell they're doing, yeah, the pound has fallen to an all-time low. I think it's nearly, well, as of filming this anyway, it's $1.03, and we've always enjoyed it somewhere around sort of 1.5 to $1.75 to the pound. You know, so yeah, I mean, really, when I say £10, that is literally what it cost in dollars as well. I mean, normally you would be looking at 3/4 of that, even less, to be fair. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get on with the base, and then once the base is dried off, I just unpluck all of the masking on this, etc. And then we can get the kit on the base. So the next time that you see this kit will actually be on its base, keeping fingers crossed, with all the lights working on it. I got a funny feeling, to be honest, there might be some light leaks on this kit that I've more than likely missed or can't get to, because I decided to build the whole kit before I painted it, which is a mistake I'll never do again, to be quite honest, especially when you've got these big sweeping fins that come out, and that means you can't get into the tighter areas. And yeah, I don't think I was thinking properly when I done that. I think I got to the point where I just wanted to get the kit built. So, you know, yeah, and I most probably at the time I thought to myself, well, if there's light leaks, there's light leaks, damn it, I don't care. Yeah, it's just one of those models that have just been testing my patience, really, to be fair. So I will be back, well, within less than a second for you, but at least a day for me. So I shall be back soon, guys. The Kazon Fighter is now finished and on its stand. I think, as I alluded to before, this kit has been a pain in the backside. It doesn't fit very well together, to be fair, and that's even before you try to add lights to it. And you add the lights to it, and well, you've sort of times that issue by 3, to be fair. So there are a few light leaks that I can't get to in this. But hey ho, that's just the way it goes. There's not a lot you can do about it, really, to be fair. So I'm just going to leave it at that, call this done, and basically stick it on the shelf. Yeah, that's going to be about it. Would I build this again? No, I wouldn't. It is too much of a pain in the bum. There we go. So that's the lights on. Let's turn this light off there. And there you go. You can actually see the lights. I mean, these ones here look pretty cool, actually, to be fair. And then you've got all of the lights around the top. So if we switch that over like that, you can actually see the lights down there and across there. Oops, sorry, that's the power jack not in properly. And then you can see all the lights at the back side there. And then those ones there. And then if we turn it upside down, you'll see some lights that shouldn't really be there, but I decided to light those up anyway. And then we got the shuttle bays on each side, which is why we've got this glow coming out here. On the TV series, they do actually look yellow, So that's what I've gone for. But yeah, that's going to be about it for this kit, to be fair. I'm not going to do anything else to it. So I will start on the Marquis Fighter next. And I've already had a little look at some of the parts, to be fair, and it looks as though that's going to go together quite well, because I think there's only a sprue and a half of parts to go on it, and then the tiniest little sprue that's got the clear windows on it. So yeah, there's not a lot to that kit really, so I would imagine that's going to go together fairly well and fairly quickly, to be fair. So I will catch up with you in that build. So until then, thank you for watching, and as always, please do take care.